Hey everyone, Mr. Griffith here, and in this video I'm going to show you the notes that are on the E string and some of the notes that are on the A string as well. So we're going to start off with the lowest note that these basses can play. That is E. Notice where the location of the note is. We've got one ledger line below the staff and the note is going right on top of it. So this is our E. And it's our open E string, which means this is the lowest note that we can play on our instrument. So it sounds like this. Now the next note that we'll see on the E string is F sharp. And we know that it's an F sharp because we've got the sharp symbol right there. And here is the location of the note. We've got the note name. And then we also have how do we play it. First finger on the E string in first position. And so here is how we play this note. Now I want to kind of make mention of a couple of things. When I put my first finger down, what I'm making sure of is that my thumb is roughly behind where the second finger would be if I had it down. But notice here too, I've got my hand pretty open right here. My finger is really well rounded, and my elbow is up, not hanging down like this. So we've got first finger on the first tape, that's our F sharp. The next note that we're going to see is G. Now G is on the bottom line of the bass clef staff. We've got the letter name, and then how do we play it? Second finger on E string in first position. Another way to think about this is that the G is a half step away from the F sharp. And so on bass, our half steps are in between our first and second fingers, and then our second and fourth fingers. So when I put my second finger down, what I have to make sure of is that I'm placing it at the correct distance away from my first finger. And so for each bass, it's going to be a little different, but what you want is for your second finger to be roughly in between where the first tape is and where the second tape is. And so that's about right there. And again, I'm checking to see, are my fingers rounded? See, I've got a nice big open space in my hand right there. My thumb and second finger are right in line with each other, and my elbow is up. So here's what G sounds like. From there, we're moving on to the open A string. Now, the open A string starts off on the bottom space of the bass clef staff. So here it is, we have A, and then we play it without any fingers down. So that one's going to be the next string over. Okay, and then the last one that we're going to talk about is B. B is one note higher than A, so we're going to put it on that second line right there. So here it is, B, and we play it with a first finger on the A string in first position. So much like how we played that F sharp on the E string, we're still going to use that first finger. We're still going to make sure that it's rounded. We're going to check the thumb to make sure that our thumb is about where our second finger would be if it were placed down. And my elbow is up. So here's what the E sound, or the B sounds like. So let's go through all of those notes again. We have open E, F sharp with the first finger in first position, G a half step away, second finger, open A, and then B first finger. That's it. Happy practicing, guys.